Hi guys. So I'm getting everybody a quick second to pop on. I'm actually getting on a little bit later because I was icing my lower back to be real. So hi, and we're gonna have fun tonight on Challenge Wednesday of all days. But welcome guys. So if y'all don't know who I am, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself. I'm gonna let y'all know. Howdy ho! So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know who I am, what we're going to be doing, and all that kind of fun stuff. Now, with that being said, welcome to Challenge Wednesday City Cardio with the City Cardio Queen. My name is Nataushia. Howdy, Susan. My name is Nataushia. A lot of people do know me as the City Cardio Queen. I'm going to go turn this down real quick, actually. But anyways, a lot of people do know me as the City Cardio Queen. I started my weight loss journey back in May of 2021. I actually used to weigh over 500 pounds. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I am not there anymore. I say that every night. For those of y'all that hear it every single day, you're welcome, and thank you for still tuning in and dealing with me. But anyways, what we're going to do is, with this being Challenge Wednesday, is you're going to have 10 exercises. So we're going to have the 10 exercises. We're going to have 3 rounds. We're going to exercise for 1 minute and then have a 20-second breather. Now, with that being said, hey, Grace, I want you guys to understand you can go at your own pace. I don't expect you, if this is day 1, 2, week 1, whatever, I don't expect you to complete the exercise within that 1 minute time frame. And what I mean by that is I understand that coming from over 500 plus pounds, exercising for a solid minute repetitively can be extremely challenging. So what I'm going to do for you all is I'm going to show you all different exercises that you can use. Karen, you made it, baby. But I'm going to show you guys different exercises that you can actually use in place of the exercise that we may be on. Yes, I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. But I just want you guys to keep moving, because what is super important in this particular routine that I've created is you simply stay moving. So what I mean by that is maybe you're not going to finish tapsies in the first round for a solid minute, right? Because it gets too challenging. Your muscles are burning. You're trying to catch your breath, whatever your situation, right? But what you can do is a different exercise, because it is crucial that you keep your heart rate up, you keep your heart rate elevated, and all of that kind of fun stuff, okay? Because that's what's important. My brother just popped on. Robert in Texas. I love you and I miss you. LaSalle, my doctor appointment today went well. Down 14 pounds since the beginning of the year by doing this and food decisions. I want to give a really quick shout out to LaSalle. She's on Facebook right now. If y'all don't know, I'm on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube live right now at the exact same time. But LaSalle just said, she said that she had a doctor's appointment today. She is down 14 pounds since the beginning of this year by doing this seated cardio routine. So shout out to LaSalle for putting in the work with us, okay? And he asked me if he could have your Facebook page info so he could give it to some of his other patients. Baby, you better give it. It's free. But yes, I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of so many of you guys. Robert, I love you, baby. But I'm super proud whenever you guys, TikTok is telling you congratulations to LaSalle, and I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I know that I might be, and I'm so sorry if I am. But what we're going to do is these 10 exercises, 20-second breathers, 1 minute per exercise. So please keep moving, because as I was mentioning just a moment ago, it is super important that you stay moving within that time frame. That doesn't mean that you have to do the exact exercise that we're on, right? So I'm going to show you quick feet. I'm going to show you battle ropes. I'm going to show you jacks. I'm going to show you different things that you can possibly go into, because it is crucial that you stay moving. My doctor said the same thing last year. I love it. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you for saying I look fabulous. But anyways, hey, Ellen. So anyways, what we're going to do tonight is we have tapsies, reach and step, out and ups, jump rope, jog, underleg jacks, knee slicer, cross punch kick, and then we're going to do a cross ankle tap. Okay? Thank you for saying I'm so beautiful. It's LaSalle, but with your accent, it would probably sound the same. It probably would. Shout out to me being from Kentucky. If y'all don't know, I am from Southern Kentucky. I'm 33 years old. And I have literally changed my entire lifestyle to get to where I'm at today. And a lot of people ask me, like, how did you do it? How do you stay motivated? I'm going to break that down while we're doing this routine today. Now, if you've heard my story before, I want to go on ahead and apologize in advance because Karen, Elizabeth, Tanya, Joanna, Grace, Susan, like there's a whole list of people that have been with me and been rocking with me since like day one, essentially. So y'all have heard my story at least 777,000 times at this point, right? So thank you for thugging it out with us. All right. But I'm going to go on ahead and go back and hit this chair. And we're going to get Challenge Wednesday started today. Is everybody ready? Everybody ready? I'm going to wait for Facebook to let me see if they're ready. And if anyone thinks they are too old to do this, I will be 66 this year, baby. I love it. You're like literally like my age, like 33 and 33. Like you're my age essentially. So at heart, we're going to say, LaSalle, you're my age. Okay? That's what we're going to rock with. And I love it. I see Facebook's ready. Your YouTube camera might need to be adjusted. I'm going to lower my YouTube camera whenever I actually get going. That's what I usually do. But thank you. See, where I have 3 devices, it's super tricky sometimes to satisfy everybody. So I apologize. Gallenberg, Tennessee. All right, then. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and bring YouTube down so they can go ahead and see what is going on tonight. Let's go. Okay. Hopefully that's better. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. Can y'all see that my waist is coming in, or is it just me? I think I got a waist now. And I love it. Just so we know. But anyways, coming from over 500 pounds and to be able to walk past my full body mirror, and I know that I ain't started yet, but it's like to be able to walk past my like whole mirror over here and be able to see my reflection and be like, okay, girl, like, okay, like I'm starting to get a little curvaceous and I'm all about it because coming from over 500 pounds, I was not looking like this. And I absolutely love to see my progress and I can't wait for you to see it too. But I still struggle with body dysmorphia, so don't get it twisted now. So I'm 5'10" and a half. I'm using a regular kitchen chair. If you're using a sofa, a bed, an ottoman, or something like that, I'm going to let you know right now it's going to be a little challenging for your core. But what I also want to let you know is if you have something that does have a back support, like a kitchen chair or something that's a little bit more sturdy, what's going to happen is it's going to make it a lot easier sometimes when you need to have that back support when we're doing these exercises. Because what we need to do when we're doing seated cardio is it's important to try and sit at the edge of your seat. And then we're also going to focus on trying to keep our core tight and our back off the back of our chair. But with that being said, I had to use the back of my chair a lot when I first started doing seated cardio because I didn't have my core strength developed yet enough to keep my back off the back of the chair. So with that being said, don't beat yourself up. Also, don't be like, oh my gosh, I can't keep up with her. She's going so fast, baby. I don't care if you are moving like a snail or you're as fast as a rabbit. I don't care what your pace is as long as it is your best effort, all right? So don't beat yourself up. Just try your hardest. Give your best effort and keep showing up, and I promise the results will eventually come, okay? But I want to show you seated quick feet. This right here is seated quick feet, all right? To me, this is the easiest exercise that I feel like I have outside of walruses, but you know, to each their own. Do we even have walruses tonight? No, we don't. So here's a walrus. So let's say you can't do leg engagement. That's okay. Go on ahead and move into this one. Or what you can do is actually a seated jack. Okay, with no legs. Because I know that I have some friends that do have mobility issues and some friends that cannot engage their legs. So I want you to understand, you can still do these exercises, and I'll try to remind myself to really show you guys again as we're going through the routine. In the event I have friends pop on that maybe can't utilize their legs yet or don't have that ability to do so. I like to make this all-inclusive because it is low impact. It is beginner friendly. But I know what it's like not to have a place to go and not feeling like I'm really included or wanted. So I like to keep it all inclusive. So that's why I like to show that, hey, you can do this, this, or that, because I want everyone to feel included, okay? But our first exercise up tonight is seated tapsies. So you're going to start right here. It's going to be down, out, up, in, down, out, up, in. Now you're eventually going to speed it up and go at your own pace, all right? But we're going to knock it out for a minute. I'm going to go on ahead and start timing. Well, I'm going to start tracking my workout as high-intensity interval training because that's what we're doing in a kitchen chair. But I'm going to go on ahead and pull up my timer, and we're going to get partying, okay? I'm so excited you guys are here. We have 1 minute, Tafsy. Let's get it, okay? Go at your own pace. Don't worry about keeping up with me, baby. I just want you to give your best effort because at the end of the day, that is what is super important. Now, I'm going to go on ahead and let you all know how I lost over 280 pounds. And if you've heard my story before, baby, I am so sorry, but thank you for toughing it out with us, okay? But I did start my weight loss journey weighing over 500 plus pounds at one point, and I say that because the scale stopped at 500 and the thing kept going, and I don't know how much I really weighed. It just would not read my weight. But anyways, I have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. I am insulin resistant. And at one point, I was borderline diabetic. So what I had to do is I had to change how I ate. I had to increase my exercise. I increased my water intake and started to really work, take a breather, on my daily lifestyle choices. Now, up next is going to be our reach and step. Now, if stepping's challenging, what you can do is simply reach. All right? Or you're going to choose whichever exercise best works for you. I'm going to let you know, heads up. If you ain't never done a reach and step before, your glutes are about to be on fire eventually, more than likely. That's your butt cheeks. If you don't know what a glute is, it is your butt cheek, booty, the peach, the badonkadonk, whatever. We're going to knock it out for 1 minute, starting now. But I started my weight loss journey because I was trying to get healthy because I know one day I want to be a mother. I'm 33 years old. I've never had kids. So I started to go to the doctor, my gynecologist actually, because having PCOS, I was not regulated. That's all I'm going to say in that aspect, in that regard. And I was going to the doctor trying to get myself situated so that one day I could get ready for my future husband and what it is that I was working to do. So they started to do a bunch of tests on me and all this other fun stuff. It actually was not fun. It was really painful and very uncomfortable, to be totally honest. But anyways, they done all of these tests, and then they actually had discovered I had precancerous cells in my uterus. So they told me, they were like, Nataushia, if you don't lose weight, if you don't get your life in check, you're going to end up with cancer. Take a breather, and you're not going to be able to have kids. I was like, I'll bet. Let me change my life. I think I said take a breather. Up next is out and up. So you're going to start in the center, out, in, up, down, out, in, up, down. Okay, just repeat out, in, up, down till you get that exercise down. Then I want you to focus on getting faster and speeding it up. Because the quicker you move in seated cardio, the more it's going to increase your heart rate, which is in turn going to burn more calories. But we have 1 minute, out and up, so let's go. But anyways, after being told that I was facing cancer, I really went hard because I want to have a child one day. I want to be able to have my dreams come true. So I started to really go low carb, high protein, low sugar. My macros, I hit 60 to 100 grams of protein every day. I hit around 50 net carbs. If you don't understand net carbohydrates, go to your favorite search engine, type in net carb count, calculator, whatever. Because you have to take your total fiber, or not your total fiber, your total carbohydrates, dietary fiber, you're going to subtract. You're going to take your sugar, you're going to add. You're going to look for sugar allulose, ethanol, whatever. You're going to subtract that. So it's math. So go to your favorite search engine so it'll break it down. And I hit around 28 grams of sugar every day. I don't track calories. I don't track sodium. I do what works for me. And that's how I started to lose my weight. Take your breather. Next is jump rope. We have 2 options, 3 actually. Option 1, option 2, Now, if you can't move your legs, what you can do is steal the motion. But you're really going to focus on that core engagement, okay? But anyways, we're about to start this in just a few seconds. We have 1 minute. Jump rope. Let's get it. But I started to diet. I'm not even going to say it's a diet. It was a lifestyle change. Because I went from over-consuming food to controlling my portions to changing everything about my regular life. Because I ate a lot of carbs. I had so many milkshakes. I had so many pizzas, so many fried foods. I was not healthy. I didn't choose foods that helped me lose weight until I learned I was facing uterine cancer. So my doctors were actually trying to get me to get gastric procedures. I was denied 7 times in total. This is the quick summary. So then COVID hit. Mind you, I was also on Adipex, phentermine, things of that nature, trying to help with my weight loss journey, which was successful, and it did work. But after that, they were trying to get me to have this procedure. Well, I was denied 7 times because my insurance said, take your breather, that it was cosmetic. Even though my doctors were saying, hey, she's going to get cancer if she doesn't lose weight. So up next is jog. We have option 1 or option 2. Now, if moving your legs is a challenge, I would highly suggest doing this or do a walrus for right now, just to keep your heart rate up and elevated, or battle ropes. All right, but we're going to go ahead and knock out jog for 1 minute, starting now. So I'd already lost around 40 or so pounds on my own, doing everything with my physician's care, and COVID ended up happening, right? So the state of Kentucky, where I'm from, they came out with this temporary COVID insurance. I applied, and I was approved. So I had my first consultation in May of 2021 at Ephraim McDowell Regional Medical Center in Danville, Kentucky, for bariatrics. My doctors had already kept track of all my weight loss and weigh-ins. So my bariatrics location was able to pull all of my weigh-ins and speed up my process, because you need 6 weigh-ins, site clearance, cardiac clearance, and an EGD, which is the scope of your belly, in order for you to get the procedure. So I went through this whole process, went to my first consultation, they pulled all my weigh-ins, and then I started my diet, take your breather, that my surgeon suggested, which was 2 protein shakes a day and a regular dinner at night. Up next is an underleg jack, which looks like this. But if going under your legs is a challenge, you're going to do this right here until you can get under your legs, okay? So we'll knock that out in a second or so. All right, we have 1 minute. Underleg jacks, let's get it. So anyways, I started to have my protein shake at breakfast. Between breakfast and lunch, I would drink a ton of water. I would have sugar-free popsicles, because if I ate a sugar-free popsicle, it made me feel like I was eating because I would chew it. So I was tricking my mind into thinking that I was eating when I really wasn't. So after that, I would have my protein shake at lunch and get back to having a lot of water, chicken broth, vegetable broth, sugar-free popsicles, and then at supper it would be a giant salad. It would consist of lettuce, deli turkey, bacon pieces, eggs, cheese, cucumbers, sunflower seeds, bread string, things of that nature. Sometimes even raisins if I was feeling feisty. But that's what I had every night. I think I said eggs too. But that was what I did for a month straight. I dropped around 30 or 40 pounds, went to my final weigh-in, take a breather, and then my surgeon actually looked at me at my final weigh-in and was like, you don't have to lose more weight. It's like, I can't do it. Ain't no way. Up next is going to be our jacks. We have option 1, option 2, or option 3, no legs. So anyways, long story short, I had to fight to get all of my appointments scheduled because my surgeon's office refused to do anything for me because my insurance terminated on June 30th of 2021. My first consultation was like mid-May 2021. Let's jack it out. We got 1 minute of jacks starting now. So we got option 1, remember? Option 2 and option 3. Okay? So in summary, my surgeon's office in Danville, Kentucky refused to help me because they were like, well, your termination of coverage is not going to allow you to get this procedure. I was like, okay, cool. So I had to cancel my Florida vacation at the time. I had to stay in Kentucky. I was the one calling the doctor's offices. I was the one scheduling my cardiac clearance, my EGD. I even scheduled my surgery myself. So anyway, it's so funny. I actually had a therapist at the time. I called her. I was like, I need psychiatric clearance to have bariatric surgery. She's like, you got to get cleared. You're mentally stable. I was like, bet, thanks. Because my surgeon's office did not help me at all. So when I say I don't believe in excuses, I don't. Because I've had to put in the footwork, take your breath, my entire life and in my entire journey. Whew. So up next is going to be our knee slicer. Our knee slicer looks like this. Raising that knee's a challenge, you're going to go into this. Now, if that's still a challenge, you're going to go into this. All right? We're going to knock that out in just a few seconds. But I literally went to my final weigh-in, thought I had my surgery scheduled, all that stuff. Because mind you, I'd lost around 30 or 40 pounds within a month. So I was like, oh my gosh, like my surgeon's going to love it. Let's do our knee slicer slam. Well, literally, as I just previously mentioned, he was like, okay, Nataushia, like you're going to have to lose more weight. I literally bug-eyed him and I was like, that I'm not going to be able to do this because my services are up on the 30th of this month. Which at this point, it was like June 26th or 27th at my final weigh-in. So I had like no time. And I'd already scheduled my surgery, but he didn't even know it. So he left me in my room, went to the secretary's desk after I explained that my health insurance was over on June 30th. And he was like, can we get her scheduled for surgery? And they were asking who it was for. And he said my name. And they were like, she's already scheduled. So he's like, all right, go lay back on the bed, whatever. At this point, I already decided I wanted sleeve, a gastric sleeve surgery, the VSG. So he was like, all right, go lay on the bed. I'm going to feel your stomach. So take your breather. So mind you, at this point, I'm over 440 pounds when he's feeling me, okay? Up next is going to be our cross punch kick. If you can't do the kick, you're doing a cross punch knee raise or cross punch. All right. So he's feeling in my stomach. I'm over 440 pounds at this point, probably like 54, 60. He's like, you're too big for me to do a bypass. He's like, I can't guarantee you're going to come off the table if I operate and do that one. He's like, I'm only going to be safe doing the sleeve. I was like, bet. I didn't say it like that. I was like, that's all I want. That's all I need, you know? But let's go ahead and do our cross punch kick. We've got 1 minute of cross punch kicks starting now. But I was like, that's fine. I'll do it. So I had to go on my liquid diet. I go to check in for surgery day, y'all. Y'all think my struggles were over there? This is why I literally live by keep showing up and no excuses. Because I went in to check in for surgery. Would you believe me if I told you I was told that my insurance wasn't going to cover my procedure again? In total, I was denied like probably 9-10 times in my whole entire time of trying to get this done. So I was like, all right, what coverage do you have it on? Because I had two. I had my job and I had the temporary COVID insurance. They had placed it on my job's insurance, which said that it was cosmetic, so it wouldn't be covered. So it's like, well, you have it on the wrong insurance. So she's like, all right, we'll go back out there and sit down. So they fixed it. I felt like I was in there for over an hour, waiting, take your breather. It was the worst experience I'd ever had in regards to waiting and stuff like that. But up next is going to be our cross ankle tap. We have option 1, option 2, option 3, option 3, or option 4. If you can't lift that leg. But I was finally able to have my procedure. I did my 5-week plan, followed my surgeon's guidelines, and then I stuck to the low carb, high protein, low sugar lifestyle. I exercise regularly. Let's go into our cross ankle taps. We have 1 minute starting now. So we have option 1. And again, if doing the ankle is a challenge, you're going to go to shin or knee. Or if raising that leg's a challenge, you're going to do this. But you choose what works for you. But anyway, I continued to put in work. I was actually exercising well before I was supposed to because I was that determined to lose weight and get healthy. So I was walking around the neighborhood. I was doing step-ups on the stairs in my house. I was doing all that I could to start to try and jumpstart my life because I knew I wanted to be a mom one day. Lord willing, and if Jesus sees fit, I will one day become a mother because I have put in the work since 2021 to attain my weight loss goal to become one in the first place. Once I meet a husband, obviously, but that's how this all kind of happened. And then I lost around 200 pounds, take a breather, and I injured my left ankle. We're moving into round 2 of 3, but I injured my left ankle because as I started to lose weight, as I lost 100, as I lost 150, as I lost 200, my energy levels skyrocketed. I was literally sitting in my living room, laying in bed, using the toilet, whatever. Let's do our tapsies. We have 1 minute starting now. And I'll just be like, I want to run. I want to go do this. I want to go do that. So like I started running. I started doing all of the things. Well, I ended up injuring my left ankle. So obviously when you injure any part of your body on the lower extremities, cardio is really difficult, right? So me being a former athlete, I've done basketball, football, powder puff, and I was a track and field athlete at the collegiate level. Like I had a track and field scholarship when I was in college. So I took all of my athletic knowledge and I started to do research for seated exercise routines. Because I was like, all right, like maybe I can find a free online exercise routine that I can do until my ankle's better. I couldn't find one when I first started doing this. So what I did is I created high-intensity interval training seated cardio workout routines, as you see right now, take a breather, and provide them free of charge every Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I continue to do it now simply because I know I'm changing the lives of other people. Maybe you're currently injured. Maybe you know somebody that needs a low-impact, beginner-friendly routine, whatever. Or maybe you have mobility issues. Maybe you have a friend that's in a wheelchair but wants to work out but doesn't know where to turn. Maybe you can share this video and be like, hey, there's this girl that used to be over 500 pounds and she has these free routines. Baby, I got you covered. I got us. Okay? Let's go into our reach and step. We have 1 minute. Reach and step. Starting now. But I'm not a personal trainer. All I am is somebody that has put in the work, changed my life, and lost over 280 pounds in this process. And now I'm just here to try and share my routines and help spread to the world that guess what? I get exercise is not easy, right? I get that exercise is really difficult sometimes depending on our size, on our skill level. But with seated cardio, the beauty in this is you can literally start any day, anywhere. That can literally work for anybody and any skill level. Take a breather. Whoo! Y'all, I am burning up. But up next is out and ups. I'm going to take a drink because I ain't shut my mouth at all. But those of y'all that have heard me 1,000 times before, thank you for being here and never leaving me. Because I know y'all probably tired of hearing my story. But I know that I have new people. I know that I have people that don't know my story like y'all do. But thank y'all for thugging it out. In, up, down, out, in, up, down, out, in, up, down. Are we ready? You go at your own pace. But I love doing what I do. I don't care if I'm in pain. I don't care if I'm mentally unstable because praise Jesus, he's got music that I can listen to. I can do my daily devotionals and that'll usually hype me up. I can listen to whatever and that'll hype me up. Or I have people in my life that will absolutely elevate my mood. But I show up anyways, no matter how I'm feeling, because you have to keep showing up. You have to. You cannot expect to want to lose weight and not show up. And then expect to get results if you're not showing up. You got to show up, show out, so that you can get the results you're trying to get. It takes time. Take a breather. Because I promise, I did not lose 280 pounds overnight. It's taken me many years to lose over 280 pounds. But I would 100% do it over and over and over again. Because now I can do so many things. The non-scale victories that I get to have, whew, Lord have mercy. Absolutely phenomenal. And I want you to have that experience too. Whether it's as simple as getting in your car and not feeling like a squished sardine with your steering wheel stuff touching your belly and your thighs and not being able to spread your legs or do anything like that in your driver's seat. I want you to understand that it is one of the most freeing feelings to be able to drive and not have to hit your belly or worry about squeezing in underneath the steering wheel. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And that's why I show up. That's one of the many reasons why. But we're going to move into our jump rope. We've got 30 seconds. It does take work. It's not easy. Easier, okay? Because our loss journeys are trying. They are stressful. You get frustrated. You get mad. You get sad. You get all the things. But I also want you to understand, just because you start to lose weight does not guarantee you're going to find happiness. Well, your confidence increases. Absolutely. But if you're not working on your mental health in the process, you cannot expect to just be happy because you lose some weight. Because I can tell you that from experience. I've had to work on myself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to get to where I'm at. Am I perfect? No. But I'm a lot better than what I was in 2021 when I started. Take a breather. But I will always be here, Lord willing, obviously. Because I want to be here to, I don't want to say hold your hand, but I want to be your example. I want you to see me and be like, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. Because actually, I know you can do it. If I can do this, and I've struggled with binge eating, emotional eating, like all the things. If I can lose 280 plus pounds, I know for a fact you can lose 20, 30, 50, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 pounds. Wherever you're at on the spectrum, I know you can do it because I believe in you and because I've been fighting this fight too. So don't feel alone, baby. I'll hold your hand, figuratively speaking, okay? We can do this together. But it's time for us to jog. We've got 1 minute. Seated jog. Starting now. And I say figuratively because obviously, babes, I can't be everywhere at once. I don't know if you guys can see these cards behind me. These are Christmas cards that I received this year. I received over 100 Christmas cards. I have a card from Germany. I have a card from Australia. I have a card from Canada. And then I have cards all across the United States of America. So when I say I'm showing up and I'm showing for all of the world to see, that's what I'm doing. Because I'm literally impacting lives across the world. And I'm able to freely share my knowledge. And I know at least one person tonight is going to find me and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful I found you. I've been looking for somebody like you. And I don't say that to be prideful or cocky or whatever. But I was looking for me in the beginning of my journey and couldn't find me. So I became who I wanted to be. I wanted someone I could work out with that got it. I wanted someone I could work out with that had real life experience. Take a breather. That had real struggles. That was transparent. That was real. That wasn't going to sugarcoat it. Because I don't sugarcoat nothing. There's not, well, I do sugarcoat some things. But I'm very straightforward and blunt when it comes to weight loss. Because I've had to literally change my life to get me to where I'm at today. And I don't want you to sit here and be like, well, I'm too big. Or I can't keep up with you. Or you're going so fast. Like, I can't do what you're doing. Or the biggest one that I see, seated cardio is not a real exercise. Bruh, where? Please tell me where. I'm sweating. My heart rate's up. I'm burning calories. How is it not real? Give it a shot before you sit over here and say, hey, what you're doing ain't going to do nothing. I got so many people that have lost weight doing what I do outside of myself. I know it works, so don't knock it till you try it. This time for us to do our underleg jacks. We got 1 minute. Starting now. But I don't say things to be mean, but sometimes, especially with weight loss, there ain't no easy way to say certain things. And you're going to have your toes stepped on. You're going to get upset. But I also know if you're not ready, you're not going to change. I've done tops. I've done Weight Watchers. I've done Jenny Craig. I've done liquid diets. I've done Nutrisystem. I have done literally paleo, vegan, vegetarian, any lifestyle that is out there. I've tried it. But you know what I didn't do? You know the biggest secret? I never stuck with it. I never stayed consistent. I didn't keep showing up. What I did is I would lose 5 pounds. I'd go have a treat day. Sure would. But that treat day would turn into days, weeks, months, years. And I would still be big. And I would get mad. I'd be like, oh my gosh, like this ain't working for me because I wouldn't work for free. That's the problem with the world today is they expect literally instant results. Take a breather. They're like, okay, I ate a salad. I'm going to lose 15 pounds. Bruh, no. That ain't how it works. Baby, you got to keep showing up if you want to keep getting results. You can't show up for a day and expect results for the rest of your life. Because I'm going to say this. People are like, oh, you had gastric sleeve surgery. You're going to gain your weight back. You're going to do this. You took the easy way out. Whatever. Okay. It's a tool. But you know what's funny? I share this all the time too. I can gain 10 pounds in 3 to 4 days if I don't stick to my low-carb lifestyle. If I don't stick to staying consistent every single day, I'll gain my weight back easily. When I relaxed 1 year for the holidays, I gained like 30 to 60 pounds over the holiday season because I didn't stick to my routine. I didn't stick to my lifestyle that worked for me. We're going to move into our jacks. We have 1 minute of jacks. Starting now. We got option 1. Option 2, option, but what absolutely over again, but what I have to do now for the rest of my life till I have to wake up every day and fight to make healthy choices. I have to fight every day I wake up to decide, okay, I'm going to exercise today. I'm going to drink my water today. I'm not going to have cheesecake. I'm not going to have pizza. I'm not going to have pasta. I'm not going to have bread. I have to show up every single day I wake up and fight for my life until my last breath. So when somebody says, oh, you took the easy way out, okay, bet. Come live in my shoes for a day. Come live in my shoes for a year. I promise this ain't the easy way out. You got to keep showing up every single day for the rest of your life. If you never want to get back to being over 500, 400, 300 pounds, take a breather. And I know it takes work. I know it takes effort. But most of all, I want you to understand there's going to be so many days you don't want to work out. You don't want to eat healthy. You don't want to show up. You're going to be like, well, I'm not motivated. You're lying. You're lying. You're being lazy. You're being scared. You're being fearful of the change. Because you know that you're going to have to give up certain things along the process to be successful. So you have everything within you. You're just afraid to change your life because you know it's going to take a little extra work. You're not going to be able to be relaxed and eat how you want to eat, do what you want to do, because you're actually going to have to be conscious of the decisions that you make and what you put in your body. That's how it rolls. Okay, babe? But let's go on a knee slicer. We got 1 minute of knee slicers starting now. But I love you guys, and I know I might be making some of y'all mad. I know I might be hurting some of your feelings. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need your reality check coming from somebody that's lost over 280 pounds themselves. And if you're like, I can't afford weight loss surgery, I can't afford that appetite suppressing coffee that you take that you have to remind yourself to eat every day, cool. Do you know what you do have access to? The food you put in your mouth. What's your excuse now? There is no excuse other than you're being lazy, respectfully. So either choose to have a healthier lifestyle, make better eating choices, drink more water, and exercise. And if you're like, but I can't run, baby, we do cardio. You don't have to run. You can sit in a chair and literally sweat and get fit. There's no excuse, take a breather, other than you're too lazy right now to change because you're not ready for it. Whew. Lord have mercy on my soul. Take a breather. I think I said take a breather. If I didn't, take it. But to say that I'm passionate about what I do, I don't get paid for this. I do this for free. Every Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because I know at the end of the day, those non-scale victories are priceless. You getting to take a bubble bath for your first time. You getting to go to a freaking Waffle House and sit in the booth and not have your stomach sitting on the grill with the chef. Getting to fly on an airplane and not need a seatbelt extender. Getting to go to Walmart and shop in the freaking Walmart section, which now they're getting a little bit more size inclusive. But I can go to Walmart now and shop and be like, wow, this is awesome. I can wear large and extra larges. Ain't that dope? Let's go ahead and move into our cross punch kick. We've got 1 minute of cross punch kick starting now. Now when I'm done, I'll show you my sweatshirt that I have. I actually wore it yesterday. But it is a 5XL. I was wearing 5XL, 6XL clothing when I started my journey. Now I can wear a large, some mediums, and extra large. So I show up to tell you all, non-scale victories are worth it. You are worth it, and you can do it. Sometimes you just got to face your fear, start making some changes, and you can do it. You got it. Almost there. Now remember, if finishing one of these exercises is too hard for a minute, go into quick feet. Take a breather. Do what you need to do. Woo! But I've noticed a lot since starting and sharing my weight loss journey. I see so many people being like, man, I wish I had your willpower. Man, I wish I had your motivation. Man, I wish I could do what you could do. I want to share a secret. You have to stop wishing and you have to start doing. Okay? I had to stop wishing and I had to start doing. I had to start showing up for myself and my future self and the possibility if the Lord blesses me for my future children that I'm working so hard to have when I do get married to the right man that is in my life. That's where I'm at. You have to be willing to show up or you're not going to get your results. So don't get pissy and get mad because you don't get them because you're not putting in the work. It's your own fault. But we're going to go ahead and move into our final exercise in round 2. We're going to go into our cross ankle tap. All right? We've got 1 minute of cross ankle taps starting now. So we got cross ankle tap. If doing an ankle is a challenge, you're going to go to shin or knee. But if raising the knee is a challenge, guess what? No excuse. I got you covered. Because this is the thing. Coming from over 500 plus pounds, I've thought of all things. Because I remember not being able to do push-ups, sit-ups, mountain climbers, burpees. But you know what I didn't do when I was at my heaviest? I wasn't like, oh, I can't do it. I found modifications. I found a way to still get it in. So I can do standing push-ups, standing mountain climbers, standing sit-ups, standing burpees, and never get in the floor. So when I say I don't believe in excuses, I do not believe in excuses. What I do believe is you're scared, you're lazy, respectfully, because it takes work. And sometimes when something takes work, we don't want to work for it. We just want it to fall in our lap. When I had my surgery in 2021, June 30th, I thought I was going to wake up and just be tons skinnier. I thought me going under the knife, I would just come out and I'd be skinny as a lark. Guess what? That wasn't the case. I had to put in the work. Take a breather. And that was really difficult, honestly. We're about to move into our third and final round, just so y'all know. But y'all might think that I'm mean. I'll say that over and over, and you can think that. That's okay. But I know at the end of the day, somebody needed me today. Somebody needed to see me today. Somebody needed to hear what I had to say. Maybe it ain't you. But somebody's here right now, and I know it. That is like, oh my gosh, this is the answer to my prayers. She's going to be able to help me. And I will do all that I can to help everybody that wants help. But you got to be willing to show up at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when I'm live. We can do it together. But it's taxi time. Third and final round. We have 1 minute of taxis. Starting now. Down, out, up, in. Down, out, up, in. But if you haven't already, if you do not mind, can you kindly hit that share button? If you want to follow me, you can follow me. If you want to subscribe, you absolutely can. That is an option. But you don't have to. You can just show up. I'll still provide it for free. Regardless. No matter what my circumstances are, even if my bank account's in the negative. Like it has been many a time since I've been doing this. Guess what? I'm showing up anyways, and I promise to always keep my routines for free. Because that's where my heart is. Helping other people makes me happy. Helping other people and seeing that they are being successful and I'm able to help them reach their goals, you can't put a price tag on that. Seeing people tell me, oh my gosh, I can go to the baseball game and fit into the arena for the first time, or Karen being able to wear her jeans for the first time, or Grace, take your breather, losing 166 pounds and coming off of her insulin pump. Tell me again what type of price tag you can put on non-scale victories like that. You can't. Because when it comes to life, you can't put a price tag on it. I know there's medical bills and all the other things. But y'all are bettering yourselves with me because of what it is that I get to share with you. But we get to do it together. We are a family. We're a unit. But I love the fact that this is all-inclusive and we get to do it together. I might preach sometimes. Whatever. But it's because I love you guys, and I know you can do better than what you give yourself credit for because you don't believe enough in yourself to make the changes yet. But it's coming. And I'm going to be here the whole way through. But guess what? It's time for us to go into reach and step. We have 1 minute, reach and step, starting now. And thank you all for tuning in to Challenge Wednesday. Thursday's always a breeze compared to Challenge Wednesday. But stay tuned. Come through. It's free. Let's do it together. Now, we do work out in the chair. We stretch in the chair, and we do a breathing exercise in the chair. I keep this all-inclusive so everyone can feel included. I've literally been rejected. I know what it's like not to be wanted. I know what it's like to be ghosted. I know what it's like not to feel included. All of the things. I refuse to do that to other people. Because I know the pain, I know the heartache, I know the times where you're like, man, well, what did I do? Why me? Because I know I have a heart of gold. I know who I am, and I know what I bring to the table. And I know you know too. I know you know your worth. If you don't, it's because somebody has made you question your worth. Take your breather. So to come here and do what I do, I show up regardless because I know a lot of us struggle with how we feel about ourselves based on how somebody else treats us. I want you to understand right now, I don't care what anyone says to you. I don't care what anybody does to you. I don't care if they say you are the worst piece of crap on this planet. If you got a good heart, you have pure intentions, that's a toxic, narcissistic, unnecessary being that is definitely needing to be out of your life. Because you are worthy. You're beautiful, you're handsome, you're amazing. I love you. You are absolutely more than enough. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. Because I'm here to tell you right now, Jesus himself loves you as you are because you are his child. Out and up. We've got 1 minute. I keep saying 30 seconds. But we got 1 minute. Out and up. Start in the center. Out, in, up, down. Out, in, up, down. Okay? But I will never tell you that you're not welcome here unless you're negative, unless you're nasty, unless you're trying to bring somebody else down. Because we don't do that over here. This world is already ugly enough as is. There is enough war and nonsense going on within this world right now that all we need sometimes is positivity, love, unity, inclusivity, and the love of one another in general. And if this is the only time we get it, every single Monday through Thursday, bet. I'm for it. Because the love that I see y'all pour into one another is absolutely inspiring and empowering and so beautiful to witness. When I see y'all lifting each other up in prayer, I love it. When I see y'all welcoming new members, I love it. Take your breather. Because this is the thing. We need more love. We need more positivity. We need more unity in this broken world. It's ugly out there. So if you come on here and you have an ugly heart, you're trying to tear people down, baby, bye. I don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. I know I've been made fun of my whole life. Still get made fun of to this day, even after losing over 280 pounds. It's time to jump rope. We got 1 minute of jump ropes starting now. So for me to have the experiences I have, and for me to know what I know and have been ridiculed and made fun of the way that I have, I refuse to tolerate that. I know my block button on my Facebook account has certainly gotten a lot stronger. I refuse to even talk back anymore. If you can't respect me freely showing up and freely providing everything that I know, baby, bye. I don't have time. If you're going to disrupt my peace, baby, bye. Like, I don't got time for it. If you don't want to eat like I do, you ain't got to. But that don't mean you got to slash my name and tell me every other thing. Because this is the beauty in weight loss. One size fits all. All of our weight loss journeys are similar but different. Because all of our bodies are different. Some of you guys can eat pasta and rice and carbs and all the things and be fine. I cannot. So I eat how I eat to accommodate my lifestyle to get the results that I need to get. Take a breather. I have people continually, actually, that's like, oh, that's got so much sodium in it. Oh, that's so many calories. Okay, and I don't care about those things because they don't bother me. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have none of those things. So I'm going to eat how I need to eat in order to attain my goals because of my PCOS and insulin resistance. So when I say my block game's on point, like, I'm done with the negativity and nastiness when I come on here free of charge. Respectfully. But anyways, it is time for us to jog. We've got 1 minute. Seated jog. Starting now. But I do love you guys. I know y'all might think I'm being a butthole. But when I say I've been through it, I have been through it. Whether it be toxic, narcissistic, unnecessary situations or relationships, whatever. Been through it. Been homeless. Been on rock bottom. Been through all the things. So don't come to me when I'm freely doing something and disrespect me because, baby, I'm done. Bye. So come on here. Have a good heart. Be uplifting. Be encouraging. Whatever. But don't be nasty. Good job. Underleg jacks are next, guys. Take that breather. But by show of reactions, how are y'all feeling tonight? Can I see y'all drop some reactions in our 20-second breather? Y'all feeling good or not? I'm curious. If you're feeling good, send a heart. If you're not, send a like button, I guess. I don't know. I see y'all TikTok. Now, if I got any newbies, I am here Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Absolutely free of charge. I see y'all. I see the hearts. I see the likes, and I love it. Thank you so, so much, guys. We're going to go ahead and get back into this. We've got 1 minute under leg jacks starting now. Thank you guys so much for your love. Thank you guys so much for your support. But understand, I'm here to fight with you and for you and for us. And you might be like, but I can't do what you do, baby. Yes, you can. Please stop being scared. Please, for the love of sweet dear baby Jesus, stop being scared to change your life. Stop being scared, because I'm telling you right now, the more you're scared, the more likely you are to not get to what you need to get to. Your life can't do that. Your life is too precious because you're precious, okay? So get it together, baby. I will hold your hand. I'll tell you whatever I need to tell you. I will clap for you. I will cry with you because I've done it. If y'all get me in my inbox and I respond back to you, I have cried with y'all. I have talked with y'all. I have uplifted y'all. I've handled a lot of really scary situations with y'all too. And I'm thankful that I can be that person, take a breather, for a lot of people. And I won't disclose some of the situations I've had to deal with in trying to save people. But when I tell y'all I care, I can't tell you the amount of nights I've stayed up in the middle of the night trying to talk to somebody because I care. Because I know what it's like not to have somebody. So if you get me and I'm up, you got me and I got you. Okay? Well, we're going to move into our jacks. We've got 1 minute. Seated jacks. Starting now. But I genuinely care about every one of you. And you might be like, but you're a social media influencer, Nataushia. You're the seated cardio queen. How could you care about me? Because I do, and that's how my heart is. My heart literally physically hurts when I hear one of you all tell me, hey, I'm going through this. Hey, I lost my job. I don't know what I'm going to do. Hey, I have a death in the family. Guess what? I physically have heartache for people because I have that kind of heart. Because I do care. Because when I say I know what it's like not to have people, I know that feeling. So if I can be there for you, I'm going to show up and I'm going to show out. Just like Jesus has showed up and continues to show out in my life, I will do that for you too. I ain't perfect, but when I say I love, I love. Take a breather. Whew. Y'all, we almost done with this routine. How y'all doing? Well, welcome to Challenge Wednesday. I guess essentially I'm preaching today, so welcome. We got knee slicer up next. All right. We got 1 minute. Let's slice. Now, if raising the knees to the chest, you can slam. Whatever. Okay. But as far as your weight loss journey goes, ultimately, you're the one that's in control. You're the one that feeds yourself. You're the one that puts the food in your mouth. You're the one that chooses what you drink every day. You're the one that chooses whether or not you're going to put in the work. So literally, your weight loss is up to you. And I have so many people tell me, oh my goodness, I can't lose weight. I can't do this. Is it because you're not making changes? Is it because you're not putting in the work? Is it because you're not showing up for yourself every day too? Can't expect change if you ain't trying to show up, baby. Respectfully. Take a breather. We got 2 more exercises. And then we stretch in. But I love you all. I'll say that 700 million times. Because sometimes you don't have somebody to tell you that they love you. Sometimes I am the only person that you're going to hear say, hey, I love you. Baby, you got this. Baby, I believe in you. Maybe you only get that 4 days a week, an hour a day. That's more than not having it at all. So you got it. I got you. I got us. But right now it's time for us to do our cross punch kick, baby. We got 1 minute. Starting now. Now, if you're keeping your core tight, I forgot to mention that's like sucking your stomach in to take a selfie and look skinny. You're going to get that workout, okay? Good. Your own pace. Now, if you're just popping on, you can do a cross knee crossover or just a cross punch. Whatever works for you. Maybe you can't use your legs. Whatever. Maybe you can't use your legs. I just did quick feet and say you can't use your legs. Just excuse me. If I had a brain fart. Take your breather. We're moving into our final exercise. And then we're going to stretch. And then we're going to do a breathing exercise. Buenas noches. Adios. Okay? Me hablo poquito español. But I love y'all so much. For real. But if you're just popping on, we have 3 rounds, 10 exercises, 1 minute per exercise on Challenge Wednesday with this 20-second breather. But now it's time for us to do our cross ankle tap. We've got 1 minute of cross ankle taps starting now. So we have cross ankle tap. If you're going to that ankle as a challenge, you can go cross shin. If you can't do shin, you're going to go cross knee. If cross knee is still a challenge because you can't raise your legs, guess what? No excuse. I got you covered, baby. I got it. You can do it. Keep going because I got to fix TikTok. So sorry. Keep moving. Keep moving. Hi. I'm going to go back now. We're almost done. We're almost done. By the way, I can run and jog and do all the things now, but I still do seated cardio because I like to help the world. But I'm on Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless I say otherwise. I'm on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Free of charge! Take your breather. Catch your breath, baby. We're about to stretch, all right? But before we stretch, I'm getting a drink because my mouth is... All right. I'm going to take our left arm and put it across our body, okay? Woo! By the way, I can sometimes be extra and silly. Thank you. Welcome. Let's take that left arm, pull it across our body. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but I do have an appetite suppressant coffee right now that literally I've said I have to remind myself to eat. Like, that's how snatched it has my appetite. I'm currently doing a special right now that if you order and you screenshot that you've ordered from me by tomorrow, let's switch sides, I'm going to put you in a drawing for a free weight loss kit. That's going to include detox teas. That's going to include candy. That's going to include a CBD pain roll-on. That's going to include a CBD like stress relieving drop. That's going to include weight appetite suppressant drops too. Like, I'm going to hook y'all up with a kit if you order between now and tomorrow. If you need my link, inbox me and I got you covered. We're going to open our arms, and then what we're going to do is pull our left arm in behind our head. When I was heavier, I couldn't do that, okay? Couldn't do it like this. So let me show you a trick. You're going to interlock your hands right here. Pull up, pull back, up, back. All right, let's get it. Choose whichever option best works for you. But when I say that I'm here to try and help as many people as I possibly can, I don't come to play because I've struggled all of my life. I am 33 years old, and I can finally sit in front of the world and be like, hey, I've lost over 280 pounds, but I changed my life. I put in the work. I got gastric sleeve surgery. Let's switch sides. And I use other tools to help me attain my goals. Stick that right leg out in front of you, toes facing the sky. Keep that left foot planted, knee bent, flat on the floor. But I share all that I do because I want to help everyone else attain the results that I've gotten because I put in the freaking work. Yes, I use tools. Yes, I exercise. Yes, I drink water. All the things. Let's bring our arms down. We're going to walk our way down our right leg. You might be like, hey, but I can't take it to my toes. Hey, I can't do what you do. But you know what? When I lean like this, I feel it pulling in that right thigh. So maybe this is what you can do for right now. Now I've lost enough weight finally in my journey, I can take it to my toe. But I promise if you keep showing up and you come here with me as often as you possibly can, you're going to get to your toe before you believe it or not. Like before you realize it. I promise. I used to not be able to touch my toes without losing my breath, without struggling. But let's get it. I also, now that I've lost enough weight, I like to take my opposite hand, press down on that right leg, especially on the knee. Even with me not stretching, like even when I'm just doing this, I can feel that pull, stretching out that right thigh. But regardless, give me what you got, baby, okay? So let's come up. I'm going to take this left leg and we're going to do it, okay? I love you guys, dang it, and I just slapped the fire out of my legs, but that's okay. No pain, no gain, baby. But I love doing this. Like, I feel so good. Like, last night, I was in tears. I was stressed out. I was crying. Like, I had so much mentally and emotionally going on, but I was still here. But today, I feel good by the grace of God. I don't know if it's because I did my devotional right before I came on. Let's come up, spread our legs. But I feel great. It's amazing what exercise will do for a person. And their mental, baby. We can do this. We're going to spread your legs. What we're going to do now is this breathing exercise. We are going to inhale up through our nostril holes, your nosy. Hold your breath right here for a few seconds, and then we're going to exhale out down through our mouth. We're going to do a total of 3. You're in control of your breathing. Let's get it. 1. 2. 1 more. 3, baby. We did it now, don't you see? We did it. Yes, we did. I'm going to leave that here because I still got to do a run through because I didn't do it earlier because I was icing my lower back. But anyway, YouTube, God bless you guys. I hope to see you all back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do end my YouTube sessions early before I do Facebook and TikTok simply because I don't want y'all to hear me repeating myself above and over. But God bless you all. I love you. I'll see you later, okay?